You're going to be part of our podcast now.
Wow.
Unless you don't want to,
Congratulations.
then you can leave.
Nope.
I guess you don't have a decision. Hello, friends, and welcome to podcast number 3 with Heather, Beard, and I, and our friends. Today we have Spencer, or Zig.
And I'm just Beard, apparently.
Beard is our new stand-in forever for the Coos, who will sometimes be here and sometimes not, depending on how he feels. All right, so let's get right into our discussing our last week in D&D and all the fun things that happened. So, what new and exciting things happened for you, Spencer?
I got a bear. It's pretty cool. He licks people and rips people's throats out. Usually not the same people. So
Sometimes in that order.
yeah, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, that's about it for me.
You got a new bow.
I mean, yeah.
Is it any better than your last one?
Nah, it's I'm pretty sure it's worse. That dicey mare gave it to me, so don't trust him at all.
Yeah, that guy's
Got it for free though, so I mean, you know what they say, free shit's always the best shit. So
just like your bear. Free bears.
I don't know if it was free. He had to pour some blood, sweat, and tears into finding it.
yeah, I give you 20 gold for that shit. So
Yeah, you did give me 20 gold for that shit. My character
Oh, yeah, that's
made
right.
some bear pheromones for Spencer's character last week.
so
And
good.
he finally applied it.
Yep.
I don't know why he didn't earlier. I mean,
Well,
I needed
Who
to find a
knows?
nice safe field to lay in before I could use it.
Yeah.
also, we all just hit level 3, and he's a ranger, so.
well, I mean, yeah, but it's not like your character has any concept of that.
I know.
Oh, we
Yeah,
were
no,
we were in
The
the
peop-
middle of some things though when I gave it to him.
Yeah.
In the middle of fighting.
I think I was busy saving Heather and Mark.
Yep.
Probably.
I didn't get knocked out this week. I was proud of myself. Almost. Real
It was
close.
close.
You
I'd
did.
say I was real
yeah,
close.
this week you did.
This week I didn't.
That was pretty good.
This week was
I-
kind of light on the combat, though. It was-
Yeah.
Yep.
It was more on the problem solving of how are we going to scale this 100 and... What was it?
It was
100?
like 80.
Yeah, it was 80
Yeah.
feet. We
80
ended
to
up,
100.
yeah, we did watch Mark thinking that he would whisper his spell of silence, start yelling at a guy. That was pretty great. And then promptly
Oh.
shut up.
Yeah, I think the best part of that whole situation was that literally he, when thinking about it, stopped and went, oh, yeah, all of my spells are verbal, so once I cast Silent, I can't do anything. Let me go in a hand 20 feet above someone and start casting a spell.
I mean, he was casting it, below him, where he wouldn't have been affected by it.
Oh, yeah, no. But just the fact that he thought, he was going to get away with casting the spell, 20 feet away in the dead of night was the funny part.
I thought he could whisper, too. That's why I didn't stop him.
We knew that we couldn't whisper, or at least I knew, because I had conversations with Todd about the certain vocal portions of my infernal spells.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I knew.
Yeah,
And I
and it-
thought,
What did you
Yes.
think, Goose?
no, on your thought.
Oh, and I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I had said something to Mark already about that, because when we were talking about Heather's character in a different campaign, who is also a wizard, I believe, of some descript, we had talked about it, and he had asked something about it, and I explained to him that at that time, I think it was, that no, you can't. So any verbal components of spells must be said clearly and audibly.
As I said to Logan, but
What's that even mean? Is that like 30 feet? Is that like opera singer?
Like a normal speaking tone.
I don't speak normally at like 30 feet. You can't hear me over there.
In the dead of night, you do.
In the dead of night?
Yeah, especially if it's coming
Aren't there,
from
like,
above
crickets,
you,
something?
and you're on watch. You're,
Yeah,
literally
you're on
guarding
watch.
He
something.
didn't know what he was saying, but he could hear a noise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he couldn't see him, and that's why when it occurred, literally the guard just looked up and was just like,
take him up for that.
"What the fuck is that?"
Man, those kobolds are being assholes up there tonight.
Still think we should have just dropped Mark on top of the guard.
That would have been hilarious.
I was waiting for the plunge attack kind of thing.
Yeah, as soon as he started yelling, I backed up from the face of the cliff. Just in case.
I was waiting for just let him go, drop him, kind of move.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he weighs more than my bear, so
Oddly
probably
enough,
would have
yes.
worked.
Could have at least knocked the guy out, maybe.
Yeah,
It would have caused a very bad day for all parties involved.
Yeah, he's pretty loud. Would have been like dropping a bag of change on someone's head.
Yeah, a 200-pound bag of loose metal. Not to mention
Yeah,
Mark
so-
would have taken significant damage from the fall, so...
whatever, we could have rezzed him. Who cares?
Who's gonna carry him?
Not me, but
Sure as fuck isn't me.
I bought a med kit to at least stabilize him,
Yes.
so I would have been able to do that, or ignored him and walked away. So
He did tank for us quite a bit, though, while we were in there, so it's a good thing we didn't do that.
Did he?
Yeah.
That was
I thought
just
that was me.
That was Kusa's face that tanked a lot.
Pretty sure I got wrecked.
Who's took
Really?
a lot more damage? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got hit like
Real
5 times.
That's funny.
So Spencer got his super sweet bear Spagooter,
Yeah.
and I got to name my super sweet kobold Spagooter 2.
Yep. They're friends. They
They are
hang out
friends.
together.
Let's clarify that. The number 2.
Yeah, the
Yes.
number 2. And I got him super drunk and gave him minor illusion visions.
Yeah, we had to stop and have a discussion about, one, how much and how quickly does it take ale to get someone drunk, which we determined a gallon an hour or something is
Yeah,
a
it was-
rather significant, is enough to blackout. We're talking blackout drunk, so.
Messed
Pretty
up.
good. I still have like several jugs on me, and him. He's also carrying 2.
He's carrying the tools to his own.
His memory
Psychosis.
juice.
This memory juice.
Yes.
That's what it says on the skill sheet.
So Paul is brainwashing this kobold into being his pet.
Friend.
You don't have
Friend.
to do that.
Best friend.
Bitch.
You
It's the only way that Paul can get
pick
friends.
whichever ones you want.
Damn.
Oh well, who cares?
I mean, we were real close to the bear humping you in the field. Let's just be honest here.
I mean, he's in Big Spoon, so I mean, come on.
It's true.
Mainly because you agreed that he was going to be the big spoon. I mean, there was going to be some shit if you tried to force him into Little Spoon.
Paul's character also has an affinity for like tattooing anything and everything that will hold still long enough to let him do it.
Sometimes
Or
even
is already
things that
captured.
Right. I said hold still long enough. So tied down counts.
What is it?
tied down in unconscious count.
Who is that dude that we saw this week who sent us back? It was like Leo something.
Lee Sin?
Yeah, Leosin. Nobody really noticed, but he definitely has liver cancer, and he had it tattooed on him the other week because I did that. I tattooed all of the prisoners.
Well, my character really wanted a running tally of all the death that she has caused, and so I was so nervous to let Paul's character tattoo my body. It's like, this could go horribly, horribly wrong, but it actually turned out really well.
Spoiler alert, the tattoo is just a big 0.
Nope.
You know what other show was way overhyped and underwhelming? Firefly.
Do not say...
What did you say?
Firefly. It was good.
Can,
Not
can
as
someone
good as
kick
people
him
make it
out of
out.
this? Can someone kick him out of this call?
I enjoyed it. I just don't understand the fanaticism over it.
A lot of it is because it ended abruptly with no real closure. So
Yeah.
they did the Serenity movie, knowing full well that they weren't going to get any more like episodes. So they
Did
kind of
you-
like
Killed Alan Tudyk.
Yeah.
So,
Did you-
yeah.
There was some closure in that movie, all right.
Did
Yeah.
you like the movie, Spencer?
I don't remember most of it. I remember that River just went ape shit on everyone.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, no, I like that movie. I remember pieces of the movie. I enjoyed it. I just don't remember much of the movie.
Man, like, I saw the movie before I knew the show even existed, and like I was like, oh, this movie's so good. It's like seriously like up there in my top like 20 favorite movies of all time. And then someone told me about the show, and I freaked out. Like I was like, that is the greatest news I've ever heard.
Yeah,
and they're like, yeah, you're gonna not like the second half of this story.
Yeah, I watched like the first 15 minutes of the movie, and then like I'm like, oh, this is like related to that thing that people keep telling me to watch. I guess I'll watch the other thing first and go back to this later. And then I watched the movie after the series.
I mean, at least you did it in the right order, because there's definitely, implications and such.
Yeah, like the fact they don't explain anything in the movie, and if you haven't seen the series, you'll have no idea what's going on.
Nah, that's not true. I totally got it. I think it was a great standalone
There was
movie.
a slight rundown in the beginning.
Yeah, there was a little bit.
Like I said, I saw that before I saw Firefly, and I totally got it. I loved that movie.
It was,
I think the one thing that I'm disappointed about the series in general is that, like, Shepard was never really flushed out.
in the
Yeah.
movie or the series?
Both.
Yeah.
Like, there's I just remember the one episode where it's just, like, he's, like, where he gets shot or something, and the whole, like, Alliance Patrol picks him up, and then it's just like, yep, nope, you're just cool.
Yep.
Yeah, there was some instances in the movie as well where the way that he talked about the Alliance or whatever, it sounded like he knew a lot more than he let on.
like
when
like
he
he's
visited
like
the village.
sleeper agent style, like
Yeah.
born like Jason Bourne style thing.
See, I really liked that. Like, I mean, obviously, I wish there would have been more episodes about him. But in the end, like, I really liked that mysteriousness to him. Like, he always seems to know more than everybody else on like everything, but
Yes.
just kind of rolls with it because he's like, well, I'm just this religious guy, so with just like subtle hints that he knows a lot more than everyone else. And I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, like he did some shit
Yeah, right.
and has like taken up like the robe, the cloth and everything to like atone for it kind of thing.
I like the mystery that shrouds that character. I think it makes it neat.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's do some rapid fire questions. Yeah, are you
Yep,
ready?
sounds good.
Okay.
What song do you listen to the most frequently, and you must sing it to us?
No, I'm not doing the singing stuff. That's not gonna end well. Most frequently, picked up the new From Ashes to New CD that came up lately. That's pretty good if you like rock. They've got a song through it all. It's pretty solid.
All right, what's the next big purchase that you're planning to make?
Oh man, probably something Magic
So I
related.
was just gonna say, so what's the next deck you're building?
Yeah, I'm working on building Storm, so probably
Magic now?
play set of Blood Moons.
Ugh,
I would
gross.
say something Pokemon related, but like you can get an entire deck for the cost of one Blood Moon. So
That's terrible. All right, cats or dogs?
yes,
Which one is better?
they're both
Can't-
great.
You can't just have both. You must pick.
I mean, it depends what you're looking for in a pet. Like if you
What
just
are
want,
you? This is all about you, not about
I
other
mean,
people.
yeah, I guess if I had to choose, I'd say dog.
Is this directly impacted by the fact that your dog lays on your feet and eats them up?
I mean, that's a contributing factor.
Or,
But, like,
what other profession would you have liked to be in other than what you're doing now?
Probably some sort of trade, like a welder or something like that.
Nice. Have you seen that super sweet video of the rust laser? Or the laser?
The laser that cleans the rust off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was cool as shit.
Shit. Yeah. What do you want written on your tombstone, or how do you want to be remembered?
Oh man, I mean, you can write a lot on a pyramid, so.
All right. What kind of animal would you be if a witch turned you into one tomorrow?
Oh, manatee.
A manatee?
Yeah.
And how would you get to clean water from being anywhere that you go daily and be turned into a manatee?
I mean, like, it'd be
Would
pretty...
you die on the spot?
I mean, like, manatees are mammals, so they breathe oxygen, but, you know, I could wiggle my way over to, like, Lake Michigan and have a long, cold journey down to Florida.
You really just, like, gotta swim around shore and then get somebody to, you know, call PETA to haul you somewhere that you need to be.
And I live in a zoo.
Call PETA to come kill me, like, 90% of the animals that they save.
Damn.
Alright, what is your guilty pleasure Disney movie that's non-Marvel and non-Star Wars?
I'm gonna say Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, that's the
All
best
right.
one.
I actually just watched that with my younger sister the other day.
Did you sing everything?
No, 'cause
Easily the best Disney movie.
it was late at night, and if I sing, I belt it. Right. So that wraps it up for the rapid fire questions. Spencer, how did you meet everyone? We'll put this in the beginning. It'll be great.
Cut, edit, rewind.
No, I'm not going to.
Yeah, so I'll just go in the order that I met people. It was either Ak first or third, but
Definitely not second.
Huh.
yeah, definitely not second. Met Ak from WoW raiding back in Wrath. Yeah, I remember it was my freshman year of college.
I don't get it.
He was some crummy holy paladin that I carried to.
Down enhancement then.
That's right, you were. But I carried you in PvP on your pally because warriors were really hard back then, like skills.
Or paladin.
No, paladins were definitely not difficult in Wrath.
Paladins
Paladins were
sarcastic, sir. Warriors were not hard in Wrath either. They were. Tanking was
Hey,
more
Ock, I'm gonna
challenging.
Bladestorm and just retaliate. Just don't let me die. I
Yeah.
got you, paladin. La, 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 la.
It's like, hey, look, he had retaliation in Bladestorm. I'll do the same thing. Let's see who dies faster. Those were good times. And then Todd, I met through classes. We were both computer science majors. I don't think we really started hanging out till like at least my sophomore year because I was hanging out with Heather and other people in the gaming club at Parkside. And Paul, if memory serves, I met you the first time playing League, and we were playing Dominion, the one on Crystal Scar.
So you're a big WoW player still, right?
Yeah, I haven't played since October-ish because the guild I was in kind of just fell apart. But yeah, planning on picking it back up in Legion.
So what are your plans for Legion?
Have to see what the group that I was running with at the end of WAD is looking like. In Warlords, I was doing more of a kind of like friends and family type guild, which with actually I went in here amongst others, which was a lot of fun. But the main issue we had was just getting 20 people who didn't suck. Like our main core was pretty good, but ended up raiding with other people and meeting some really cool new friends and stuff. So gonna try and pick that up, assuming we can get more people in Legion. Hopefully clear some mythic content.
I wish I could see
Okay.
Spam some buttons and flap on people.
What are you currently playing / plan on playing?
I want to either play a healing shaman or a boomkin. I'm going to level up my warrior still and keep my warrior somewhat current, at least keep him up on reputations and all that. That's kind of my nerd out character. He's got like 60 of the reps exalted and all sorts of legendaries and other cool shit like that. So he's my nerd point character, and then just kind of play whatever is good at the time for raiding.
Where are you on the decision to change your druid's name to the Boomati?
Man,
Is that going to happen?
Oh man, that's pretty good.
Are you excited for the super sweet Eternal Masters that's going to be coming out here in is it June that they're releasing?
Yeah, I think it's like the same weekend as GP Columbus is when that comes out.
Is that the last weekend of May?
I think it's like the first weekend of June, maybe. Let me look real quick.
I'm looking forward to the either price plummet or price skyrocket of my foil Force of Wills.
Yeah, it's
And if it
June,
goes one way,
June 10th is when it releases. I'm pretty excited for the set in itself because I really hope that, well, one, it's gonna allow me to get cheaper legacy cards, so I'll be able to build toward having 2 decks instead of just one. Although I really enjoy the deck I've got right now, and hopefully it'll encourage more people to get into legacy. Although most of the reserve list cards have been going up, so I don't think it's going to reduce the total price to get in. But I mean, I think that at least for a short while after it comes out, we'll see a big influx of people playing either decks that don't require dual lands or decks that can get away with shock lands and stuff like that.
we're going to see a lot of mono blue omniscience decks.
Yeah, pretty
This would
much.
be great. Omni shows.
Not excited about all the people who are trying to push to make the Eternal format, which is basically Legacy without reserve list cards, because that format is fucking trash. But I mean, any format where I can play Deathrite Shamans makes me happy. So
I am always excited about that. I haven't gotten to play those guys since they were in standard. Makes
oh
me feel
man,
bad.
you're missing out. I got to play them for like, I started playing Modern like maybe a month before they got banned. I'm like, yeah, this format's great, and they got banned. I'm like, yeah, this is pretty whelming. But yeah, that should be good. Probably going to try to pre-order a case with my cousin if our shop will let us. I don't think,
Maybe.
I don't think they'll let us.
Didn't they announce that they were going to have a larger print run than Modern Masters 2015?
It's smaller than 2015, but larger than 2013.
Well, 2015 had a very well stocked print run.
I mean, 2015 had 3 GPs supporting it, so that was
That's true. There are 0 GPs surrounding this one.
correct. Heather. Kitty.
I yelled kitty, but I was muted.
I saw your background a little bit ago.
That is a very pretty kitty. I like that kitty. Nimbus!
Oh,
Nimbus!
they're gonna have a cat off.
Man, I should go get my cat. I should go hunt down mine.
He may or may not come. He's mad at me.
What did you do?
So if I shower and leave the door shut, he has an issue. So I just push it shut, not like lock it in place. But then he pushes the door open, and then it gets cold. Well, today I actually got out and re-shut it on him. And when I got out of the shower, he just batted at my feet for like 10 minutes, expressing his displeasure with me for doing that. All I did was shut the damn door. So,
When your cat bats at your feet, are there not claws involved?
there are not. He just has fuzzy little feet. It tickles.
Oh man, you're lucky.
I wish that I could enjoy the presence of cats.
You can enjoy the presence of cats on webcams.
This is true, but I can't reach out and pet their furry faces.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get my cat.
I mean, sometimes you just have to make sacrifices, Paul. And if one of those sacrifices is not being able to breathe, you kind of just have to weigh those options sometimes.
There you go, Paul.
Oh.
Ah, it's so cute. One of my ex-girlfriends had a super sweet black cat that was just like, didn't give a shit. It would just like ragdoll all the time. And he had one eye, and his name was Jack Jack.
Jack Jack is an adorable name for a cat.
Yeah,
He was laying behind me. He actually came when I called him.
I
I'll
saw
be right
that.
back.
You gotta. All of those guys get to get their pets, and I don't get to go and get any of mine. Cause
Yeah, but you have a fish hat, so
I do have a fish
Thank
hat
you.
that all the cats are jealous of.
yep.
I wish my fish had brought all the cats to the yard.
They might, but you can't let them in, so
Oh, my
it's
God.
irrelevant.
And they were like, meow meow, meow meow.
Yeah, exactly.
I like your kitty. It's a Halloween cat. I like Halloween cats. What's your cat's name again?
Django.
Django. I always forget. Coos, don't you have cats? Or a cat? God damn it, Coos.
Yes. I'm sorry, I'm busy dunking kids. You'll have
Coos,
to wait a
Coos,
moment.
you should turn your webcam on and show us your... Oh, wait.
Oh, wait.
Don't be mad. I'm sorry.
Wait, Koos, you have a job now. You can pay for a fucking webcam.
They're cheap.
Or I could hide my face and be mysterious.
Look at the fuzz! Oh my god, that fuzz tail.
Oh, never. Can you look at the camera? Whoa. Hey, whoa.
Please
So
don't be mad.
My kitty hates me, so he's actively trying to get away.
He's still real cute, though.
Alright, you're okay, kitty.
No,
I mean, Nimbus isn't happy about this either,
Why
but...
does your cat hate you?
Hmm?
Why does your cat hate you?
So
be mad.
when we originally got our cats, there's 3 of them. They're brothers. They were a Christmas gift. Me and my brother did not know we were getting cats, and our parents showed up with 3 cats and dropped them on our laps. And it was in the middle of raid back during wrap, and we were in the middle of a boss fight. So my cat quickly found his way to my bed, which was definitely not across the room. And
At an angular trajectory.
yeah, something like that.
Flying
And,
lessons.
So that happened like 3 times, and he kind of never got over it. My cat holds a grudge, apparently.
It's alright.
But he's relatively cool. What the hell?
Right. I'm showing Koos's face now.
What he looks like.
Chat. This is
That's him at his happiest.
I don't see anything.
You don't see Paul's picture?
That's me.
I see a bear. I see his icon only.
Oh.
Yeah, he changed
it's
his
just
icon.
switched for
Yeah.
you here in a minute. But at least for Heather and Spencer.
Yeah.
Oh, that one. Yes.
The
Yes.
stock best Ock photo. He will never live it down. I will print this out and put it on his gravestone. I will live through the knock. And I'm gonna
we need
all the time.
we need to just get masks with that face on it for Gen Con.
That's
Oh
a
my
great
God.
idea.
They had Rob Deerdeck in his Fantasy Factory. They did that with either his face or his cousin's face, and they just put it on a whole bunch of things and put it on, everybody, and it'll be great. So yeah, we'll look into doing that, and we'll make some super sweet Ock faces.
That sounds amazing.
Nice.
How do we cosplay that? Coos, what do you wear?
We dress up
giraffe.
like giraffes and then put his face on.
Zig, please.
I like it. Sounds like a plan. Boop.
And then we can all hold up signs that say, "I'm good at League."
Chicks dig Elo, which is the shirt I promised to make him like 3 years ago. never
And
did.
didn't.
Well, to be fair, Mark just the other day was like, we need to make more Bleach t-shirts, so if we do it, we'll definitely make one for you.
My
I think
cat's having
I'll.
fun with the microphone.
I see it. I was talking to Todd, was yesterday. His cat was like laying on top of his mic, just purring. That was
That's
like
cute.
the closest I have been to a happy cat in like forever. I think that I'll wear a shirt with my Ock cosplay that reads "Insert condescending quote here."
It's pretty
Yep.
good.
That'll be an accurate cosplay if ever there was one.
I think you guys are really overplaying the condescending thing. I am
No.
humble and sincere. And other stuff.
What is not Coos? What is
It's okay,
what is
at least
what
we
is
tried.
Brokoosis? What is Grayly?
Man.
Are we not playing Jeopardy?
All three of you guys have very stylish hair. I just want to point that out.
Who's the third one? Is Todd the third one?
Well, yeah, he's got a stylish beard. I think he
Oh.
lagged out.
That's fair. The beard cuts his hair.
Okay.
And you two have very stylish haircuts.
Thank you.
I currently do not have a stylish haircut, hence the hat.
Yeah.
Why is your picture still, Todd? Is that just me?
Yeah, it's probably just you. Unfortunately,
No.
you're recording.
Yeah, it seems bad.
Todd doesn't need to spend
Better?
money on his beard, which is great.
That's
Because he can just let it grow out because he's basically
Yep, that's
a
fine.
lumberjack. I cut my own hair, so
Did you really?
yeah, I've cut my own hair for like the last 2 or 3 years
Nice.
because I hate people touching my head.
Why?
So I've seen your hair, and like it's just kind of like a stripe down the middle with the sides shaved. So like instead of putting a bowl on the top, you just like put a sheet of paper on top.
No, I
Just
literally
go,
just like I just eyeball it and just go, hope this works. Otherwise, the rest of it's coming off too.
Yeah,
Nice.
so Mark, my boyfriend, is military, and he needs to keep his hair in regulation, which means, like, his hair cannot touch the tops of his ears, it can't be too long in the back, it's got to be even, it's got to be perfectly even all the way around. And he basically has to cut his hair every, like, 2 weeks. So I've recently learned how to cut his hair for him so that we don't go broke on haircuts. I'm getting pretty good at it now.
Can you just shave his head?
Yeah, you can, but I don't like it shaved, so I learned how to cut it the way I like it. That's still in regs. But he won't cut my hair, and all I'm asking him to do is just like either straight across or like a little scoop. That's all I want. It's just like a little scoop, and he like
sounds
will not.
complicated.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't go near that.
You won't cut my hair just straight across.
Lady hair is like a maze, Heather.
What? Are you kidding me?
I will.
Thanks, Todd.
It's not that hard. It's really not that hard.
Yeah.
I've actually cut my mom's hair more than I've cut my own.
Yeah.
I
Cut my
have
mom's hair
trouble
off.
cutting out like flashcards and stuff off sheets of paper. So I'm just
Here's the
gonna
thing.
stay with that.
Flashcards are like stationary, whereas hair moves. So even if it's not like
Yeah, so
perfect,
it's
you're never gonna
harder.
tell. Well, yeah. I
No,
mean, you know,
you have more room for error.
yeah. When it moves, you're not ever. It's never gonna be like perfectly flat laying how it is when you cut it. So you're never gonna see like if there's any like little mistakes in it. Come back up here, Nimbus.
Yeah. Well, maybe you should tell him to stop being a bitch and cut your damn hair.
I have, but
Now you know Blaine's so
he's like, nah, I don't want to be responsible for that.
Yep.
I don't think he understands how very little I give a shit.
You know what you could do, Heather? You
Come
could
on,
shave
your
your
hair?
head. You could shave his head and shave your head.
Dude, I've thought about it a lot. I have thick hair.
Yo,
Thought about it a
like
lot.
literally, I spent $30 on a pair of wall clippers, and like that was like 3 years ago. I spend less than a penny every time that I shave my head. It's amazing.
It's pretty quality.
Yeah.
Spend
Yeah.
like 25 for that, get a haircut.
Yeah, when I a while ago, I used to just get it just buzzed down to like 1/8 inch, like 1/8 inch sides, like 3/8 top or something.
Yeah.
And I would do that on my own, but
We can just like move into a house together and then just like have like our own interpersonal salon where we all just cut each other's hair. That'd be great.
Instead of like having a big circle jerk, you just gotta have like a circle shear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sheer.
Nice.
Like it.
So who
I feel
else is
like-
going to Gen Con?
I think all of us are. We're all gonna try to make it. No,
Besides Todd.
Todd?
Are you? I didn't know you were going, Paul.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna make it happen.
Nice. If you want to drive together, let me know. We can meet in like Gary.
Oh, terrible.
Great idea.
Wow.
right. So you're both planning on dying on the way to Gen Con.
I mean, it's like technically the halfway point.
It
We're
is.
playing the Division, right?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
want to do that.
wanted to.
So there's a couple interesting videos out from a couple people that I follow on YouTube otherwise, that talk about the transporter technology, and given what we have learned scientifically since the 70s when it was like originally conceived and like described in the fictional sci-fi environment, like what we have learned since then and how it would actually work and whether or not every time you... Basically, it boils down to every time someone uses a transporter, they actually die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like some prestige stuff right there.
Oh man, I love that movie.
I say spoiler alert, but it's like 10 years old. It is
I
great.
love that
You
movie,
should see
though.
it by now.
They sort of go over that in the series. Like a few times they talk about, like, especially people who aren't like familiar with the technology in the show, they're like, well, is that even you? Are you really the same person on the other side? And shit like that. And they also talk about, they call it the biofilter, where if you get teleported somewhere, they're able to, like, just separate your disease from you. If the biofilter can recognize it, it just, like, gets rid of it, and they, like, heal people that way. They'll just, like, send people through the teleporter and not...
Let's
Yeah.
just kill you and bring you back without the disease.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like that's what the whole crux of the video is all about. We have disassembled all your atoms here down to the quarks. We're just kind of storing them for the next person, basically, because we can't actually transport the molecules. And then we're just sending enough energy to the destination to excite it to form into the exact quantum state that we need it to represent you.
Yeah. Shit's awesome.
So Logitech has some cool apps. I don't know if anyone's used them.
No, what are they?
So I just picked up a new keyboard and mouse, and it's a Logitech keyboard and has the ARX dock on it or whatever, the ARX software. And you can also put it on your phone then, and you can basically control some functionality of your keyboard or your computer from your phone now.
It's pretty cool.
So, like, I don't know how this is going to show up, but basically I have, come on, autofocus. No. Basically, on my phone now, I have a complete readout of CPU, GPU, and RAM core or RAM usage and temperatures and everything from my computer that's visible on my phone. But then what they have had for a while, and it's on here as well, is they have additional, like, basically stats that you could get. It used to be a little display that was part of the physical keyboard that, like, if you were playing World of Warcraft, you would have a little LCD display on your keyboard that would give you stuff like your health and mana and attack power and stuff like that, some basic stats right there.
Yep.
But now that's all taken out of the keyboard, put onto a smartphone app you can get from the Google Play or iPhone store, and it has all the games and all the components and everything like that.
I think that's saying they upgraded.
It's pretty cool. Borderlands 2 had like an official app where while you were playing the game, you could have a tablet or a phone or something, and it would have like the map up and show like your quest stuff and where you're at. And,
Yeah.
like,
I could see things like that, but having, like, a HUD on your phone seems silly, because you either have to, like, leave it on all the time or make sure it's plugged in next to your...
So
computer.
the keyboard actually has this little pull-out tray. All right, we're going on a journey, folks.
Uh-oh.
So the keyboard has this little pull-out tray that works as essentially a phone dock.
That is cool as shit, dude. That is really, really neat.
yeah, Destiny, the game Destiny has a pretty cool app. It's called Finding the Destiny subreddit to try to find a group because there's no matchmaking in that game. It's as terrible as it sounds.
I was gonna say, seems inefficient.
Yeah, it sounds pretty fucking awful, actually.
Yeah, well, my mouse has a screen at the bottom that I can put limited amount of pixels on, only in black and white, and it says Irish Fury, so
You can put your passwords there so that
Take
you
that.
can always remember them.
that's a good point. I have a lot of
Like-
them, though.
That's only on when the mouse is on, right? Or does the mouse have like a little battery for that?
It's plugged in.
Yeah, like
As a cord.
that screen is only on when the mouse is plugged in, right? Like that seems like the most useless thing in the world.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's totally useless. You never see it unless you
It's
pick it up.
super cosmetic, just like,
Yeah.
man,
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to pick me up. Oh, look at my mouse. It was okay.
Like Like, that'd be pretty cool if the mouse had, like, a little battery, like a watch battery or something in it, to where, like, that was just always on. So, like, if you lost your mouse, someone could look at that and see what it says.
I mean, if it wasn't a corded mouse, then yeah, but
Yeah.
Mine
But
would
yeah.
just say, "Fuck you, guy! Don't touch me."
yeah, I had no idea that was a thing until like I saw that you could change the colors of the mouse, and like there's 3 different lights on it you can change the color of. There's one at the bottom, middle, and the top. And then it was like, there's a screen on the bottom, and I'm like, what is this fucking for? And then I fell in love with it for no reason, because it's just, it makes me so happy.
I had no idea this was a thing, because it's, like, completely useless, but...
I never knew I needed it.
Yes.
I already had it.
Yes.
That's funny.
I don't have any cool things. My keyboard is from like the 90s.
I used to have those headphones, Paul.
Yeah,
I remember those.
they're all right. And then like my mouse is pretty generic, but yeah, my keyboard is pretty awful. It's just a super terrible wave keyboard.
Oh,
Yeah.
God!
You're disgust.
Nice old school ergonomic keyboard.
It's not
Love-
okay.
Love my ergonomic keyboards. I will not move off from an ergonomic keyboard, which is why.
Why?
One, because I type like several times faster on an ergonomic keyboard than a regular keyboard,
Yeah, it's probably just because you're used to it.
and because my hands feel nice.
I need the
I,
smallest possible keyboard. Like, the less amount of extra space, the better.
Oh, no.
Because when I game, I lean back and I put my keyboard on my lap. So, like, I don't have room for bullshit.
You've seen the keyboard that I plan on getting, right, Heather?
I don't know.
The Kinesis Pro.
I don't think
You'll
so.
make a much worse face than you made at the Kinesis Pro.
Why, is it, like, giant?
No, you'll just hate it.
What the fuck
see,
is
it's-
that?
That's actually pretty cool.
No.
Like, I would
Oh.
never use it. It's pretty cool.
Oh, God. Looks horrible.
Have you seen those like one-handed keyboards?
Man, that looks miserable. How would you
Oh
use
my
that?
god, that looks like an accountant's tool from
Yes.
from the early 90s.
That looks like the 80s
God,
in a
my
keyboard.
carpal tunnel hurts just looking at that. Jesus.
What are you supposed to do with the other hand? Don't answer that.
Oh, okay.
All right, I guess this will conclude our week's or this time's podcast. And next time we'll have someone else. Maybe Mark, maybe Rod. I don't know. I think that Mark is the last person from our D&D group that we need. Bye.
I'm
Bye.
lagging.
That was nice and synchronized.
I'm lagging. Bye! You fucking goose.
Yeah, like it's just dead.